eBay just banned another seller this week, and it wasn't because they were scamming. It was because they were doing something that you actually might be doing right now without even knowing it. All right, so right in front of me, I have the screenshot. It says your account has been restricted because activity on it didn't follow our counterfeit item policy. We don't allow counterfeit items, replicas, or unauthorized copies. But I just want to tell you guys something. The interesting thing about this email, it breaks down a bunch of the policies. The term lightning is trademarked, etc. But when I looked at this person's eBay, they didn't have most of the things this screenshot was saying. So I had to do a deep dive, and I'm going to break down in this video not only why people get banned, I'm also going to give you guys solutions. By the end of this video, you should know exactly what direction to go in to either get unbanned and, most importantly, stay unbanned. My main motive is for you guys not to have to experience this just like I did. I remember when I was using eBay for a method to pay my bills and it got banned, and it ruined my week, ruined my day. I lost sleep over it, and I don't want that to happen to you. And the truth is, this happens every day, and you don't have to scam, sell fakes. It's just about doing this one mistake, and they'll end up wiping your entire account away. Okay, let's go over the top reason eBay is banning resellers in 2025, and you should at all costs avoid making these mistakes. I'm going to give it to you. All you have to do is jot it down and make sure you remember it. So number one, selling trending products with bad keywords. Now I'm gonna give you guys a really good example. These right here are clones, okay? And I have more clones right here. You guys can get these at wesply.com. But the point of the matter is, right, people they see me listing them, they see me keeping them up, they see me getting sales, they try to do it, but they don't do one thing. They don't make sure that they're keeping an eye on the keywords they're utilizing when it comes to brands and when it comes to the specifics, the item specifics on the listing. Most people put AirPods instead of putting wireless earbuds. Make sure you put wireless earbuds, because if you put AirPods, you're going to trigger eBay's algorithm and you're going to make your listing high. Not to mention, this triggers copyright violations, which you do not want, because these are going to lead to that restriction and ban. The next thing is too many item cancellation and revisions. This becomes really sketchy to eBay's bots, which then gets you highlighted, which means they're going to be monitoring your account. When they monitor your account, that one time you slip up and you say lightning, or you put something on your listing that is wrong, or a customer complains, you're going to get restricted. You don't want this to happen, so make sure that you're not getting cancellations on orders. Make sure you're shipping, make sure you're responding, and make sure you're treating this like a business. Okay, now we're talking about shipping inconsistencies. Now this is something that a lot of people have, because maybe you work 5 days out of the week and you can't find the time to actually go to the post office. Now this causes a lot of problems with eBay sellers. I see this all the time with my students, and I urge you, make sure that you alter your handling time. The shipping and handling time is going to be in your listing settings, where you can actually do 3-day handling, 4-day handling. I usually stick between 3 because I find that's my sweet spot, and I always am able to deliver the product to the customer and also ship it on time. Last but not least, new sellers scaling too fast. Now, I know guys, we want to make money and we want to grow. And I had a guy, and I'm going to do a live on it soon, but he actually asked me, hey, if I did use your unbanning method because I brought your unbanning course and I got unbanned, should I start listing now or should I wait 21 days? I heard somebody say 21 days, 5 days. I told him, listen, it's not about the days you wait. It's about scaling on a proper timeline. I know we want to be able to scale and do our profit margins and make sure we're making a bunch of money, but you want to make sure you're listing small ticket items, mid ticket, and then high. Do not just start with a high ticket item. Don't just create the account and start listing iPhones. I learned this the hard way when eBay had seller limits and you had to call to verify yourself, and I used to always get banned. But now what it is they will literally restrict you, get fishy or feel fishy or have a feeling that you're trying to scam people just because you're selling fast. You went from 0 to 30 sales in a matter of a week. They're gonna look at you and be like, well, how is this person doing this, right? So what I want you to do is I want you to go in increments, sell chargers or sell some low ticket. Low ticket is anywhere between $1 to 50. Then sell mid ticket, somewhere between 50 to 100, and then go high. Okay, don't just start with high. I'm telling you right now, this is something I monitor and see with a lot of students. eBay, I don't know why, but they feel like it's fishy. They always prioritize the customer over the seller 9 times out of 10. So make sure you guys are doing your due diligence to ensure your account's safety. All right, here's what I do to avoid bans, and this is what I do when one of my accounts get banned. So first, when I get into a new eBay, or maybe I'm building an established eBay, one of the first things that I'm doing is making sure I do the tip I just told you, which is listing small or low ticket items first. I want to get feedback, and a lot of people don't hear or remember or retain this information. Feedback is key. It lets eBay know that you're doing good business. So I do use right keywords. I use wireless over-the-air headphones. I use generic. I'll use my own company as the brand. I'll make sure that I'm making the item specific to my business and the product that I'm selling. Nothing is going to have AirPods or Lightning or anything Apple on it, because see, a lot of us think that that's what gets us to sell. It's not. It's really the profile picture. And speaking of profile pictures, what I do is make sure that I have profile pictures that work. I find out what product sold of the product that I'm selling, and then I just copy that picture. So I'll go on the filters, go to the sold category, and then I'll look at the product that sold recently, take that picture and put it on my listing. eBay does not restrict you for that, but I do that because I'm not reinventing the wheel. I'm not going to make things happen, and I'm not going to be the person that trailblazes this listing to selling to its highest peak. My main goal is to actually follow the momentum, because if I follow the momentum, I'm doing the same thing the next person just did. And next, what I do is when I'm listing clones, I make sure I am setting expectations. I make sure the customers inspect what to expect. So what you'll see when you're listing clones like this, which are the Gen 2 clones or the AirPod Max clones, is you want to make sure that you are letting the seller know these are not AirPods. Now, what's going to happen is you're going to, when you have an established eBay account, like how we help you with eBay automation, get messages from clients and customers. Remember, eBay always prioritizes the customer over the seller. So when the seller is getting messages, we have to respond in a proper manner. So when the buyer is messaging me saying, hey, are these Apple? No, they're not Apple. Please make sure that you're reading the description to inspect what you expect. That is my response. Why? Because I want the customer to actually look at the description, read the description. Now, let me let you know what's in the description. Now, in my community, I give you guys a whole template for these products. Like, I literally give you what to say so that you can list products effectively. Not only do I do that, but I also give you money to go on my website and buy products for free. It's only $99. It's the Hustler Resellers Community. The link is below. But nevertheless, I'm going to just tell you and spill the beans. I literally say over the air wireless headphones or headset, and then I say in parentheses, these are not AirPod Maxes, or these are not AirPod Gen 2s. I do all of this so I can be transparent, show eBay that I'm not trying to finesse or trying to set the wrong feeling for these buyers. I want them to know exactly what they're getting. Not only that, when they get it in the mail, I want them to actually be excited about trying these generic headphones instead of thinking, oh, these are going to be Apple. Let me take them to the Apple store, right? And then the last thing that I do when it comes to me creating my account and me making sure I'm not getting banned is I make sure that I do have the proper shipping expectations. If I'm charging for shipping, I make sure that I'm charging and setting the handling time. If it's free shipping, I put the shipping price in the price of the product, and I also make sure I have the right handling time. Now, when it comes to getting unbanned, guys, I have a whole series on getting unbanned, but I'll break it down for you short, sweet, and simple. I make sure I'm not using any of the information that I used from my previous account. I also make sure that I am having an LLC, okay? Now, you get an LLC, you get an EIN, okay? You go to irs.gov, get that EIN. Make sure you guys watch my video on how to fully break down how to start your unbanning process. But you get that LLC, you get a new device, or you use somebody else's device, go on another Wi-Fi, don't go on your current Wi-Fi, and create the account. But you want to make sure you are following my direct instructions, okay? You want to list small, mid, high. You want to make sure you're using a new bank account, new phone, new IP address, new Wi-Fi, incognito window. And these are the things that I do to make sure that I remain unbanned or unban myself in the process. Now, if you do get banned, do not panic, okay? I have helped 300 sellers get reinstated on eBay, and I can do it for you using my reinstatement guide. Now, this is available at Hustlertaughtme.com, and I don't even really promote my guides at all because I like to keep all of the information for my hustlers. And guys, this guide is going to break down everything you need to get reinstated on eBay and stay unbanned. It also will include a template for you to be able to follow step by step to make sure you're not skipping any instructions. Yes, this includes templates that actually can be sent to eBay to actually try and appeal the process, and also the step-by-step instructions for you actually to just build a new eBay. Have no fear, you guys can literally make your eBays come back to life and also continue making profit. All right, guys, if you're worried about getting banned, or you want a backup plan, or you want to get unbanned, go ahead and grab the Reinstatement Manual. The link is below. And also, guys, if you need any help, if you have any questions, make sure you guys ask those questions in the comments. I'm here to help. You guys already know I got your back like a bra strap, and we're gonna make sure that you guys are back up and running. This is not just a method I'm giving you for a video. This is a method I'm giving you because it works. I've helped over 300 students, and I consistently help people daily, and I want to make sure that you guys are consistently making money work for you, because that is what you guys deserve. And I cannot wait to see you guys at the top, because it's way too crowded at the bottom.